guys, that marvelous nerd here with another toy review. Today we will be talking about Micronus Prime. This is a cool little figure, guys. I've had him for a while. This review has been a long time coming. I made a video about why I stopped making videos. I did not put it on my YouTube. I put it on my TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. So go ahead and check that out if you guys ever get the chance. But today we're going to talk about toys. And I'm so excited for this one, guys. Let's go ahead and get started. Hey guys, all right. So we're talking about Micronus Prime here. You might notice my background's a lot different. I am in a hotel. I am out of town. I go out of town for work almost every other week. So that would explain why. But today we are here to talk about one of my favorite Age of the Prime figures and one of the Primes themselves, Micronus Prime. So this is the figure right here. And he does have a little motorcycle. Usually the arms are supposed to go up like this. And this is how it's supposed to look, just like that when he's on top, riding around. I'll show you a better picture here in a minute. I usually like to have the arms face down and then these facing out, kind of like that. That way it actually just it can kind of rest if it needs to and get up and go. Got a little wheel right here. This is cool. This is his bike slash power armor, and it's a very powerful armor. They actually talk about it in Transformers Prime. And Micronus here is actually the father of all minicons. If I'm pretty sure I'm getting that right. That's why he's so small. And you know what? Even when you transform him, I think you can see that little minicon M right there on his body. He's a really cool figure, guys. Let's get up close and check him out. All right, guys, here we got Micronus Prime. Look at that. Let me see. There you go. There's a focus. He is such a cool little figure, guys. You see this like a little turbine piece that comes off for his transformation for the bike and stuff like that. Really cool, guys. The detail, let me see if I can get there we go. Look at that. The detail in his face. He looks like he's from Transformers Prime, to be honest. Little legs, little arms. His transformation's really easy too. We'll get to that here in a minute. Well, like I said, this is a little power armor slash bike. You see these little pegs right here? They go onto these little pegs right here. You see them right there. That's another reason why they don't want you to have this up, because it does interfere. So go ahead and straighten those out. Or if you don't have to, I do just because I think it makes the figure look better. Turn his arms up this way, have him out. Like he's gonna go ride his hog, which he is. Comes in, and you just have his little armholes in there, and then up, there we go. His leg. There we go. See the peg in right there. This one goes right there. Then, like I said, I like to bring these back down, and there's his little motorcycle right there. See, it stands up on his own. It's supposed to be like I said, like this. This is how it's supposed to look. Just like this. And it does roll. Make sure that these are out. It gives it openings right here. There you go. It does roll, which I think is pretty cool. Now let's go ahead and start getting into the transformation. All right, guys, let's start with the transformation. So here we go. We'll start off with Micronus right here. He is really simple. This whole transformation is actually pretty simple. So little turbine right here. There we go. This comes off on his back right here. We'll put that to the side for now. His arms, you'll want to lift them up like this, like he's cheering, hooray. His legs, you'll turn in out and fold in, just like that. His arms will just come down and fold into the little slot. You want to turn his head also like this. You don't have to dunk his head in. It's not the instructions say anyways, but I do. If not, usually just says to have it out like that. And that's Micronus Prime transform. You can see the Minicon symbol right here. Right here. There's a Minicon logo right there. He is cool. The only thing I'm always worried about is transparent plastic. If you're a Transformer collector, you already know transparent plastics wear out incredibly fast. So I don't like messing with him that much. He's just mainly sits there and looks good in my collection with the other primes. Okay, we don't touch this yet, and we go to his bike now. We'll take off the arms, just like that. Lift these up. His wheel is pegged in right here to the bike with these little pegs right here on each side. So you just remove those. That one's in there. There we go. Okay. And, okay. So with that done, you'll bring these back in and pop it out this way and spread them like wings, just like that. Over here, we'll lift the head. Right here, leave these open. Or actually, I think you close these ones right here, yes. And then go back to the wheel, and the wheel actually is his legs, just like that. They just stretch them out, pop his little foot out right here, goes up and folds in. Same on the other side, just like that. And there we go. Bring these down. There's a little peg right here. Bring that in. And there you have his legs. His legs will go in right here. You gotta bend this, sorry. Just like that. And it'll just click in right there. And then with Micronus, he fits in perfectly into the armor right there. Just like that. I guess you don't bring these in. Sorry, that was in from the bike. There we go. Close the other one section up first, then close his. There we go. Close it together. There's his body, and of course you get his arms. Peg them back in. Right here, and you remember the little chest piece right here? Guess where that goes? Right there, and there you have Micronus Prime in his armor mode, just like that. He's really cool, guys. He's sturdy. He stands up. Posability is it's not the greatest, but it's there. He can do basic poses, but nothing too flashy. The armor also does come off and forms a support armor for who was it? I think it was one of the aerial bots. I can't remember which one it was. It was one of the arms, I know for sure. But yeah, it doesn't really work correctly because there's nowhere to peg in the motorcycle back part itself. It more like holds on from what I've messed with. So I don't even tend to show that here or anything like that. But yeah, this is Micronus Prime in his armored mode. He is cool. You can see Micronus right there in the right inside the motorcycle right there. His little, these kind of just get in the way, but I get it. It's just out there. They do spin. If you're a little fidgety, it's always fun. His fingers are machine guns. You can clearly see that. That is freaking cool. I really did wish he came with a weapon at least, or something like a melee weapon if he already has the guns. But that's fine. He is a really cool figure. I think it's officially a deluxe class, or no. I want to say it was a deluxe class figure. I got him right before the price increase went up. So that's always a big plus. All right, guys. Well, there's Micronus Prime. All right, guys. So Micronus Prime, pretty cool. Definitely cool to have in the collection, I would say. He is really, really just cool. That's all I want to say. Definitely worth a grab. I would recommend. Definitely recommend. If you find him out there, I found him a couple times since I bought him, but not very often. So, but that's just in my area. If you guys are having a hard time finding him, once you find him, grab him. He's a good grab. He's pretty cool. He's cool in the collection. All right, guys. Well, that's it for the Micronus review today. All right. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Like and subscribe and wait for my next content. We'll see you guys later.